My life with the RNCM feels like it dates back to 2011 because I came over with a choir from Gibraltar, and it was actually here in the RNCM we sung in the big concert hall, and I just fell in love with this place. You could just tell that it was oozing just, I don't know, musicians and good vibes, and I just thought this is a really cool place to get involved with.
I came here to visit the open day, and as soon as I walked in the building I really knew that this is where I wanted to go. It just has some sort of atmosphere and a vibe here where I knew straight away that this was going to be the place.
I started playing the drums when I was 7, and I'm from quite a rural place, so the city is where I always wanted to go, really.
I looked at a few places, but this was, it's the only kind of conservatoire training of a popular instrument, which is what I was looking for, really. So I guess it's more intense study of a popular instrument.
I originally was studying classical music on the piano since I was 6 years old, and then never played any jazz or pop at all before coming here, which was 2.5 years ago now. So it was quite a jump going from just playing by myself for years, then being thrown into a band situation, having to learn how to improvise and write music as well, which was really cool.
The students spend quite a bit of time in rehearsal facilities doing their original bands. They spend time in the recording studio. They spend time out in the city at gig venues and further afield across the UK. So it's a really varied package, actually.
I've got a one-to-one singing lesson every week, which is an hour long. That's my principal study, and I think for me that's probably been the most important part throughout all of this.
Got the opportunity to play with New Order on their Manchester International Festival gigs, and that's just ridiculous. It's such an incredible band, and to be in a room with them, rehearsing with them, and just kind of, I don't know, just feeling their kind of creative energy, working with them is pretty special.
Really useful and advantageous for students through the Friday Masterclass series is that they get to be on the radar of some important people. So I always make a point of having students perform for our guests, and students have gone on to get professional work and opportunities through just meeting these people.
Had a chance to play with lots of originals bands around Manchester, well, the UK really, London as well. Brighton, Nottingham, Leeds, all the major cities.
We've now got a partnership with the University of Southern California, the Thornton School of Music, and I've managed to get a spot there, so I'm going to be spending 4 months in LA, and I feel like those doors would have not been open had it not been for the RNCM, so I feel very grateful.
There's the classical side and the pop side, and there's no limit to what you can achieve here, and what kind of ensembles you can put together, what you can get involved in.
The fact that I get to go on stage with a 40-piece band and it's a crossover with the classical musicians is an incredible opportunity.
It's just completely different to anything I've done. To play on that scale, and your role within an orchestra is very different to your role within a band, and there's kind of a lot more responsibility in everything you do.
Living in Manchester's been an incredible experience. It is, as a lot of people say, the hub for music in the UK.
A lot of the venues are geared up for student audiences, and our students are playing these venues every single night of the week.
Conversations I've had with students on this course probably taught me more than anything, and yeah, just really intelligent, switched on people who properly love music. In this environment you get to just, I think I learn a lot from them.
I personally met my band here called Harmonic, and we gig all over the country now, so if it wasn't for the RNCM we wouldn't have met.
Everyone feels like a big family. Is just such a nice vibe, and I did know as soon as I walked in, you could just feel it's a very warm place, and yeah, the talent here is unbelievable.
The programme is primarily set up to do 2 core things. One is to train them to be professional standard performers, and 2, to train them to become independent original artists. And when those 2 things collide, the artistry with the technical proficiency, something pretty special happens.